This next question is from Twitter, from Twitter handle G Stablecoins. Thanks, G Stablecoins. The question is, KYC, or Know Your Customer, is a major regulatory hurdle for the mainstream adoption of stablecoins and financial inclusivity at global scale. Do you envisage a practical solution that can be agreed upon internationally anytime soon? If so, what do you think that might look like? Well, so there are standards emerging in this space, and crucially, a little over a year ago, in June of 2019, the body that the international body that sets standards for things like what's expected for Know Your Customer activities in the financial system, the Financial Action Task Force, or FATF, put forward a set of guidelines that they expected all members of FATF, which is pretty much every country in the world, to adopt specifically around what they call virtual asset service providers, or VASPs. And those guidelines specifically deal with what's expected for firms to have Know Your Customer programs. So if you're a business that is involved in the delivery of wallet services or exchange services or payment services, and you're building on this digital currency technology, there are expectations that you will perform Know Your Customer. And the additional piece here is that set of guidelines really said to the industry, hey, we want you to come up with standards for how this can be working interoperably across different service providers around the world. So if I'm using a service from, say, a Circle, and someone else is using a service from a company in Argentina or a company in, Korea or Germany or wherever, that we also have ways to kind of assure each other that our users have been KYC'd and ways to meet what are described as sort of record-keeping obligations that those firms have. So there are standards emerging for that, and those standards are coming from the private sector, and we expect to see what's called travel rule protocol that gets wide adoption starting in the beginning of next year. So I think those are the practical solutions. I think this is an area that needs a lot of attention from a technical innovation perspective, ensuring that individuals everywhere can participate in these, the benefits of this technology, and not create such an inordinate burden that it's impossible for an individual who has a mobile phone to participate and be excluded. So I'm cautiously optimistic on that.